Konnichiwa, everybody, and welcome back to this week's video. Tekken 7 has been out for some time now. It's been like 4 months, I think. Everybody played it and has his own way of playing the game, his own little customization or bindings. We got 7 updates up until now, well, technically 6, because one of those is for the add-ons, for the DLC. Got some sweet little costumes there, mode that should have been in there from the beginning. Thanks, Namco, I'm not buying into this. But that's beside the point. What I'm getting at here is that something's in the game that doesn't sit right with me and I don't like it. It pretty much breaks the game for me. And it's the rage arts. The rage arts are something like in Street Fighter, the super, ultra finishing moves, whatever you want to call it. But here in Tekken they are executed and put together in a very, very bizarre way. You have to have very little health to engage in the Rage Mode. Rage Mode on its own was implemented in Tekken 6, was there through Tekken Tech Tournament, and pretty much I had no problem with this. It was a game turner. If you had very little health, your power would rise and you still had a chance. But now you have this move that you can engage in, and you can pretty much drain half of the enemy's health with it. But there's a tiny little problem. If it don't engage and it's blockable, your booty will be fucked. So I wanted to put out some ways to make better use of the rage meter or rage gauge, whatever you want to call it. In a perfect world there would be an on and off switch for this, but there isn't. Okay, for example, you can engage in a rage art by accident. You can, let's take Jin for example, where his rage art is pretty much square, triangle, and upwards. And his moveset is also built like this, like his medium line destruction, his Avenger move, his power move. And you can engage in it by accident. But Ghost, I hear some of you say, you can bind the rage art on the analog stick, right? Wrong! Sure you can, but you can still input the rage move manually, and if you do it correctly, which you can do very easy by slipping off the directional button and having square and triangle engaged, and it will still trigger the rage art, okay? And it leaves you open for an attack because it telegraphs the move across the field. So, here are 5 better ways to use your rage meter. At number 5 comes in Kazuya. Well, not Kazuya as himself, but as a character, but the devil form. He can transform into a devil, but be careful here because the transformation leaves you open for an attack. He goes in like into this well, Super Saiyan pose, and you're vulnerable the whole time. And if you are already at very, very, very small amount of health, so if your opponent grabs you or kicks you, you're pretty much busted. But it gives you a variety of new moves that Devil Kazuya could engage from previous games. But as of looking good, I think Devil Jin is the better devil, though my favorite devil is unknown, and she's a devil. That's Jun's devil form, and don't even say it, okay? I know it is. No comments about this. My favorite devil, a goddamn werewolf. But moving on. You can, well, fly around with, like you do with Devil Jins, shoot some lasers, have some variety into the attacks. And what better way to finish the game or the game pose with some sweet little wings and devil horns. Looks pretty sweet. But you have to be very careful. Oh, here's my dog. Number 4 is using a strong character. And what I mean by that is one of the characters, some characters are stronger than others. Okay? Like Brian, Paul, Miguel, Gigas, Jack. Something like this. They are very strong on their own, but if you add the rage to it, they can do some pretty decent damage. Okay, with some combos, with some powerful attacks. Timing is of the essence here, as always. At number 3 comes in a power move. And what I mean by that is that you can just make him or find a move, or whatever character you're using. For example, Paul has the Phoenix Smasher that's doing very, very large amounts of damage on its own, but when you add Rage to it, it pretty much drains half of the enemy's life and can be a game winner for you, okay? With those single move, or with Brian's Mock Breaker, that's very fast and very strong, just bam, and wins you the battle. But depending on what character you're using, you have to be very careful using those, because it's pretty much make or break with these moves. It's your last chance of redeeming yourself, so be on the lookout. Number 2 is learning a combo or a grab maybe with Nina or King, where I don't know, I already made a video about Nina's grab, this backhand slap, but for example I'm gonna show you King's combo. I can't pull it off on my own, so I'm gonna just, you know, give you the demo of the combo, how it's done. I don't know which I'm gonna pull off here, but you're gonna see it. And these combos will do an amazing amount of damage. You can pretty much grab your enemy when he has 3/4 of his life left and still win the battle when you pull off the grab. But it's kind of hard to do, but it's very, very rewarding when you finally pull it off and win a match like this. So train your combos. And coming in at number 1 is the Rage Drive. It's similar to the Rage Art, but it doesn't leave you open or telegraphs your move across the field like the Rage Art does, because it's a standard move or a standard combo, but executed very, very fast, much, much faster, and the sound alone pretty much kicks your enemy off guard every time my friends and I play it. Well, I don't play online, I play only in my house with real people. Don't play anyone online, fucking cheaters. But when this sound goes off, this, it's so nerve-wracking, because you don't know what's happening right now. You don't know the move. They are not that popular as the Rage Art, and even if you block, it stresses the hell out of you, because you block this fast, awesome move, but you're pretty much so stressed that you can still fall for a normal combo or a powerful attack and lose the match. So same way goes for the opposite side. So take that into consideration. It's a much better way of spending your meter than an awesome looking attack that will cost you the match. Okay, so I hope you learned something from this week's video, and if you leave a like on this video, then I will teach you a Rage Drive in real life. So if that's not awesome, then I don't know what is. And as always, see you next week and take care. Bye.